Hello everyone, it's Juicy Young and I'm back with a consistent posting schedule. Well, I'm not sure if you can count 2 posts in 2 consecutive weeks consistent, but it's progress lol anyways. Like this video and subscribe or I will be dancing to Ring Ding Dong in your nightmares tonight. In other words, you probably read the title before clicking on this video. However, if you'd like a refresher, I will be tier ranking nearly all of TXT songs. For some background knowledge on the highlight group of the day, Text or Tomorrow by Together. They are a 5-member group under bighit Entertainment, now known as Hybe Entertainment, that debuted on the 4th of March 2019 with their debut mini-album The Dream Chapter Star. They have had 4 Korean mini-albums, 1 English version of their song Cat and Dog, an acoustic version of their song Our Summer, and an Everlasting Shine, an original Japanese release. They have also released a Japanese mini-album and multiple Japanese versions of their songs, but I will not be including them in this video, as I completely forgot about both until after I finished filming this video, as I never listened to them smh. Anyways, all of these rankings are my opinion, and just because I don't necessarily like a song doesn't mean I don't like Text. They are one of the first groups I stand and are one of my alts. I'm probably also going to change my rankings completely in another few weeks, so don't take these too seriously or get mad or anything. And, this is not my tier list. It was actually made by this person on Twitter. Well, let's just get on with it already. I really like the beat of the song, and Soobin's part in all of the pre-choruses are stunning. Actually scratch that. The entirety of both pre-choruses are amazing. I didn't really like that one short break, if you can even call it that, before the pre-chorus started. I feel like if you're taking a short pause from beat, it has to go with the overall vibe, and it just didn't for me. The chorus wasn't too great either in my opinion. This song was a straight out masterpiece. There is literally nothing about this song that I can bring myself to dislike, even a little bit. The intro, the way everyone suited this song so freaking well. The entirety of the chorus is so freaking catchy too. After I first listened to it, the full song was stuck in my head and never made it out, which is a good thing, because that's who I define a great song. It's definitely my favorite track on the album The Dream Chapter, Eternity. You guys already know I have to talk about the intro. The intro is simple yet addicting. It made me keep rewinding it just to listen to the scratch part over and over again for a while when I was listening to it for the first time for some reason. And then my ass finally listened past the first 10 seconds. I didn't have a strong opinion on the pre-chorus, but I liked the chorus and found it pretty memorable. The real highlight of this song, that does not happen to be the intro, is the bridge. The flow is simply impeccable and my ears were being blessed every second. You already know that Runaway is going in the top tier and absolutely nowhere else. It's 100% my favorite title track. The Yeonjun and hueningkai rap really slapped me in the face and told me to stand at this very moment. And that's what I did. The bibbidi bobbidi part of the pre-chorus was legit my ringtone at one point even before I stanned the group. My point is, it's iconic, powerful, and belongs absolutely nowhere but the top tier. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the meaning behind this song and I also love how in touch with the world Text is, how they dedicated an entire key B-side to how much the recent sickness going around affected their perception of time, as well as that of everyone else in the world. Now, I didn't like the beat of the actual song too much for some reason. It seemed cheery and somewhat tropical. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. In addition, I hoped that the high note would be more highlighted, but it was barely audible in my opinion as it just seemed to play in the background. I also hoped that it would be a climbing high note, but it wasn't really like that, and stayed stable until the decrease, which didn't really suit the song well. Overall, the only thing I really like about this song is the chorus bit. This song was pretty underwhelming to be honest. Out of all of the text songs with 20-minute MVs, the other two being Eternally and Nap of a Star, this one is the most forgettable. I literally remember nothing about this. Nothing about the song. Nothing about the music video. Legit nothing. Even after I made myself listen to it for the sake of this video, I can't recollect anything, which is a huge red flag for me. Popping freaking star is going to the top and nowhere but the top. Understand? The intro is so cute and everyone fits the song really well. Even if a falsetto was used on some occasions, it was well thought out and sort of felt like a puzzle piece that just slid into place. The concept is cute and playful, which I usually am not the biggest fan of, but it works really well. There's also a part where there seem to be two voices, a voice clearly deepened and taehyun. I usually hate this kind of harmony and never thought it would fit into any song, but here's an exception, and a huge one at that. It really added depth to the song and was a part that stood out from the rest, in a good way, for some inexplicable reason. Also, the lemon, lime. And here we have Sweat. I will not be able to go into too much detail about this song, but I think it was pretty similar, in my opinion at least, to Redacted. You really thought I was going to give that away, didn't you? Well, just know that it is on this tier and unshareable. Go check it out if you haven't already. And if you don't know how to listen to it, good luck finding out, smirking face. This song was decent. I like the switch from the intro to the first part of the song. I also like the lead up to what I thought would be a faster part, but it was a slower part which left me pleasantly surprised. And for some reason, I got non-stop vibes. As in non-stop by Oh My Girl. Yeah, I don't know either. It's what I wrote down when re-listening to these songs, lol. All I know is that I did not take to this song too well and I'm probably not going to be listening to it anytime soon. So do with that what you will. There's nothing I can say about Puma except oh my god, we almost never get this sort of dark concept from text, and let me tell you they pull it off so well. They are so versatile. I stan literal legends. Okay, I should stop talking about how much I love them or this is going to take up the whole video. The west side east side don't know where to go part hits different. I literally get up to dance to the song every single time this song plays, and I don't think I will ever have another reaction to it. Overall 1000 out of 10. An absolute masterpiece and a top tier song. This song was so good. The only reason I'm not putting it at the highest tier is because the beat song transition wasn't the best, and I didn't really like the beat during the intro. Everything else about it was great, especially Yeonjun's rap, which absolutely no one expected, but everyone was left speechless by. Overall, this song was nice and we need more of Yeonjun's raps. Relieved. I regret not putting this song in the masterpiece tier because this song is a whole damn bop. There is literally no part of this song that I could bring myself to even mildly dislike, let alone hate. The slower part of the pre-chorus honestly is what I believe should be blasted in heaven. The part sung by taehyun and soobin, I mean. Let's not even get started on the whisper parts at the end of the song after the last chorus, and hueningkai and Yeonjun's rap. I really should have put this song at the top. Why would I even think it had? Okay, I think this tier might have been a tier too low for this song. The intro was not a stretch of ad-libs and instrumental as you usually see in text songs, but one that was around the size so that you could take a single, deep breath, which might be my favorite intro cut in general. I found the beat and the entire song minimalist yet pleasing in a manner. The fact that the only instrument in the background seemed to be a guitar gave it a calming vibe for the most part, but the later part of the song where the other instruments kicked in, I also lived for every single part the words "please don't give up on me" were used, and I even listened to parts of the song that were instrumental to see if I could fit it in anywhere, and I was pleasantly surprised how many I was able to identify. I didn't listen to this song before making this video to be This song is inarguably the best song on Minnesota 1. Blue Hour. It was basically two types of songs that were put into one that actually worked out. It was a tender song on a mostly energetic beat, and for some reason I loved that. It was a calm song not affected by my aversion to calm songs, a rare exception in the system I accidentally designed to suppress itself. I literally have loved this song since the Minnesota song demos were released. I have exactly 3 words to describe this song with. Best debut song in the history of K-pop. That was a lot more than 3 words, but you get the point. The attention to detail in this song was astounding. Little things like the way the Morse code for crown was incorporated seamlessly into the bridge. How the song dealt with deep feelings while sounding cute and cheery. Taehyun's little ad lib was the only thing playing in my head for weeks, and still plays at times. I have absolutely nothing against this song, but for some reason, I got bored of it. Don't ask how. I have no idea, but it did. I don't listen to it as much as I do the songs on the highest tier, which is the only thing holding this song down. I'll probably grow out of this boredom in a few weeks and come crawling back to this song. However, I think I'll keep it at the love. I enjoy this song to an extent. The retro beat and overall vibe of the song caught me off guard at first, but I felt that the beat was the best part of the song as a whole. I sort of like the intro, but I feel that it might have been a touch too simple of my tastes. The part of the song that resonated and stuck with me the most was the chorus, specifically the part where Soobin sang. All in all, it is pretty solid. This song was definitely better than the original version of the song. Even though I'm not biased towards acoustic songs whatsoever, I feel like the instrumental based BG track suits the vibe of the song a lot better than its non-acoustic counterpart. And this is legit the only thing that made me place it at a slightly higher tier. I didn't like Soobin's falsetto part of the chorus at all, and that's coming from a Soobin fanatic. The song also didn't stick with me whatsoever. I remember absolutely none of it at the moment. Overall, it just wasn't my vibe. Whatever I said for our summer acoustic version applies to this song. The only exception is the fact that it's at a disadvantage for having a non-instrumental dominant backing track. The computer-based BGM isn't bad, but I feel that it just didn't suit the song as well as the acoustic BGM did. This song is going absolutely nowhere but the top, and I placed it at the wrong freaking tier. I can't replace it now because I will spoil literally everything, so I'll move it to the right tier at the ending corrections part. Moving on. I absolutely adored the eeriness of the BGM, both before the twist and afterwards. Speaking of the twist, it caught me off guard the first time and continues to catch me off guard even to this day. Legend says if you play eternally within a 500-mile radius of me, you will hear a shrill shriek when Yeonjun's part starts playing. It's so unique from pretty much every other song in the K-pop industry. How many songs can you name with a major scale transition from cheery to dark that doesn't seem out of place at all? Exactly. Bow down to the kings. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Blue Hour. I wouldn't dare skip it in a million years, but I'm just sort of on decent terms with it. I loved that the members suited the concept so well, and Yeonjun's rap was just so addicting, in part due to beomgyu's nasally version, so go check that out if you haven't. However, it just wasn't my type of song. I just don't like the imagination type concept of the song for some reason. I much prefer the concepts of Can't You See Me and Run Away. This was a slow ballad-like song, which means I'm quite perplexed as to why I enjoyed it. I loved the intro, and the soft instrumental from a string instrument. I believe it to be some sort of rock guitar, but don't quote me on that. Meant for stronger melodies. The beat drop shocked me at first, but it sounded eons better than just the plucking of strings. I'm not totally convinced that this song would be my first pick for when I'm cramming homework, which is when I usually listen to music. It also maintained a similar volume and frequency throughout, by my standards at least, which I tend to dislike in songs. I'd say the middle tier is nap of A star's rightful place. Okay, I didn't really like most of this song. The intro, pre-chorus, and bridge were all just sort of there with no real purpose or connection to me. The one part of this song that always did and always will capture my attention is the chorus. For the past few weeks, the chorus has been drilled into my head and is unwilling to exit. Even when I was trying to script this very video, all that was going through my mind was the chorus. It's inarguably the only thing saving Wishlist from a skip in my opinion. Listen up. If you thought that this goes anywhere other than the highest rank, you've got to be joking. If you're not, time to leave the moments of alwaysness fandom grinning face with big eyes. That was a joke. Don't sue me. But even if you didn't like this song, you must admit that it was absolutely iconic. The clingy furry language, the barks, Yeonjun's feel like Cinderella rap, the weird auto-tuned dog whines that were surprisingly great as background noises. Okay, I'll stop myself before I cover every single iconic part of this song, because that would take longer than it took Hueningkai to change his hair color. Since I believe I've made my point clear, let's move on. I feel like I should have liked this song a lot more than I did. It was more my style than most of TXT's other songs, yet it didn't resonate with me like most of their songs do. It's rap-based and badass-ish, which you probably know is totally my style of music by now. I loved their raps, but that's where the things I like about this song end. To be completely honest, the beat is a bit too cheery for a song like this in my opinion, and the descending background noise was pretty damn annoying in my ears. I also could not recall listening to this song even after forcing myself to listen to it over and over for the sake of this video. The chorus was also pretty hard to distinguish from the pre-chorus, which is a huge no-no in my book. If this was a vocal song, it would be going in the bottom tier, but as I said before, I absolutely adore the raps in Angel or Devil. It's well more than enough to elevate it to a tier higher, and that might be the one and only reason this song isn't. This song is the perfect example of something growing on me. I started off by putting it in the lowest rank during my rehearsal run of the ranking, not thinking much of it, but later, it showed up in my shuffle playlist and I fell in love with it. I don't know how to explain it, but Everlasting Shine had a really nostalgic beat. If you ever spent your time watching like those people having a worse day than you videos to cheer yourself up and maybe have a laugh or cringe, you might know what I'm talking about. Something about the little acoustic beat really gives me a sense of comfort, which I find quite weird since I tend not to like acoustic beats at all. Anyways, back to the story. I moved it up to the 4th tier after filming multiple additional segments, which is the reason why the tier part of this song was quite a bit less clear than those of the other songs. The lesson here: never judge a song by first listen, especially not one by text. Oh, and one more thing. I changed my uploading schedule from trying to upload every single Saturday to uploading every other Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really strayed out of my comfort zone with this one. If you like this style of video and want me to do more tier rankings, feel free to DM me on Twitter. My main handle is in the banner of my channel. I love you guys so much.